Welcome back, ladies and
Hey.
gentlemen,
Come on.
to the SnowTalk Podcast. Hey,
Come on, man.
it is great to
Come
be
on now.
here. It is another week, and we're
Yes,
back
sir.
in the booth. I'd just like to hand it over to Jafi and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Pastor Jafi.
Oof.
Pastor Jafi now, but I had a lot of titles.
Hey, okay.
But today, it's just Jafi in the booth.
Jaffi in the booth. That's Jaffi Chamis, mate. Jaffi Chamis. All right, and to my left, right here.
Hey, what's going on? It's Pastor Cedric here. Cedric from Canberra. So good to be here with the brothers. Yeah, man. I'm just keen, man.
Yeah.
And who do we have on my far
Yeah.
right?
Oh man, hey, Jahnneric from the Western Sydney.
Oh, come on. This guy's still.
No, jokes. I'm from Canberra now, guys. Up the milk. You know the milk over there in Camp GIS.
No. With Viking Cup.
Fucking
that's
cup.
it.
Yeah, you
That's
know,
the one, mate.
over here in Canberra, that's what we're doing, eh,
Yeah,
Jack?
come on now.
And then we got the man in the booth.
That's
Introduce yourself, my brother.
Hey, come on now.
What's up, guys? It's Des.
Hey.
Come on now.
But you've baptized him with a new name, bro. What's his new name?
I thought of it today, just today off the
Yeah.
bat. I was Des J.
Des J.
Come on now, Des J.
Des J in the
Come on
booth.
now. One more time.
Look straight down the camera. Oh, you see?
It's Des J, man. Oh, Des J, I love you, bro. He's the man in the booth making us look good and
sir.
controlling all the audio. But lads, how's the week been? Anything new? Anything? Break it down for me, lads. Anyone can go. Chime in.
It's been a pretty stock standard week.
Yeah.
So far. So just was able to just do my visitations. That was good. I think I enjoyed my visitations this week. Got to meet some new people.
Yeah.
Got to hear new stories, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's what I think my favorite thing about the job is that I get to meet new people and hear new stories. So that was cool this week. That was a cool little new thing that I went through this week, and yeah, just going through the motions, through the Bible studies, through the visitations. But always keen to come here, boys. Just keen for that Wednesday. When Wednesday hits, when that payday hits.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
that
yeah.
payday hits.
Yeah, thank God.
That's just like, because it's always on the Wednesday, and when that payday hits, and the podcast, bro, can't get any better. Can't get
the
any
hump
better.
day.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's
Yeah.
it. Said?
Man, yeah, Sunday for me is family day.
Yeah.
So family day, Sunday, get to spend time at home with the wife, cleaning up as well. And it's international footy.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
man,
Sunday.
I'm still
Yes,
recovering
come
from
on.
that game, eh?
Come
From,
on.
from
man.
both of the both of the
Oh,
games.
man, come on.
So it was a tough start to the week.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Watching the boys and the girls for Samoa to Samoa, Fetu as well. So I was pretty vocal, I would say. Vocal, animated,
True,
all
true,
of those
true.
words. But yeah, no, it's been a good week work wise as well. A lot of meetings. We're just in the middle of preparations for next year. 2026 big year. So we just want to make sure that our churches are right. The ship is ready to sail. We want to go places next year,
Love
but
that. I love
at the
that.
same time, we
Yeah.
just got to make sure we do it the right way. And Bible studies, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I think that's my love language. Eh?
Yeah.
I love Bible studies.
Yep.
And this right here, man, just in case
Yeah.
you're
you
not
go.
familiar, this is what we use in our area, South New South Wales Conference. This is Pastor Justin Lawman's Bible marking guide,
Okay,
and
guys.
and yeah, this is my go-to, man.
I love how easy it is to follow.
so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yep.
Yeah. Even if you don't know anything about giving a Bible study.
Yep.
And you just open up Echo.
Yep.
It's just like so easy to follow along. Eh?
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I literally just did a Bible study not long ago. Was just over FaceTime and had my Bible marking guide and I was ready to roll. Doesn't matter where I am, in the car, at home, in the online. So easy to follow. So it's been a good week for me. And again, man, just G'd up, happy, excited
that's the
to be
one.
here. Hey,
Yeah.
what about yourself, man?
Hey, look, this week, to be honest, same thing, man. Been busy. Have a lot of things that we've got going on here at the conference office. A lot of media that we want to put out. But I think one of the highlights of my week has been just seeing the absolute great support that we've been getting. So thank you so much to
man.
everyone that has been showing love and been following our journey since we first started. And initially, when we started this, we were just doing it, following God's will for our potty and our platform, and the fruits of the labor. God has blessed that. So, man, we've kind of went from like 1,000 to almost 10,000 followers in the span of 1 week.
Yeah.
5 days. I mean, 1 week. So thank you, everyone. We love you guys.
Yeah,
and also stop fighting in the comments.
Hey, hold on. We need to talk about that. All the comments, man. We got some cracking comments. Hey.
It's always the best part of a video, eh? Like you watch the video, but then the comments is always the most hilarious. And I love it. But I saw some comments there, and I was like, "Wow, that's an interesting take. Interesting take on what was said there." And I was like, "Right, this."
But like to our comments, like our intentions behind our podcast is all love, man.
Yeah.
So no more fighting or just go.
This guy, bro.
Don't. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop that.
When after this Sunday, just
we might have to cancel our
next week.
Hey.
We might not film next week.
Our episode 4 coming out next week all determines on this game this Sunday. That's it. We need to go into fasting after that, eh? But week's been good, life's been good, and I've just been absolutely blessed just to see the growth in platform, but also just watching back at episode. I've got to give a shout out to Des. Like, man, your camera work last week. Can you do the exact same? Because you were cracker last week, bro.
Yeah, man.
You were off the Richter, bro. Like, I think a big thing of why our videos went the way it did is because of the camera work, bro.
It is.
100%.
It's
the
Des
camera.
J now, isn't it?
Des J, bro. Des J.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So his hands are like this, man, going through it. I love it, bro. I love it. Come on, bro. Tonga hands
I just
everything.
want to say, after Sunday, you got to get onto him for everything. You got to get onto this bloke. The tau. You got to get onto him for this.
I won't say anything until the game.
I'm not saying nothing, man.
Mate, if Tonga win this Sunday, I want to see a Tongan jersey in here come Wednesday next week. Like.
Hey, this is my office, remember? So nothing is entering that door.
None of this half Samoan, half Tongan jerseys. I want you to come in full blown out red Wednesday if you guys win, mate.
I'll bring both flags.
Best believe if Samoa wins, you're not hearing the end of it. You're not hearing the end of it.
Man, hey, look. Mate.
We're humble. We stay humble.
We stay humble.
Yeah.
My family's from Tuvalu. Shout out to Tuvalu, bro. Hey, no. Fun fact, man. My grandma's bloodline, Tuvaluan, bro.
True.
Just so you know, man.
Actual?
Yeah,
Actual.
straight up. You know how close they are to Samoa?
Can you give us like a hello?
Yeah.
How do you say hello?
They say talofa.
I believe you.
Yeah. They say talofa.
True.
It's very similar to our language. They're very, very...
Can you tell me where Tuvalu is on the map? And then if Samoa was here, where's...
I don't think this guy listened in geography class. Oh, mate.
Oh, mate. Oh, hey. Anyways, Weetbix, man.
Weetbix, hey. Wait. I got a question. Does anyone know what day it is today?
Nah, Cedric. What?
Funny you ask.
Yeah.
You know what? Today is actually National Weetbix Day.
Woo!
And you know what that means?
Yeah.
That means
Come on.
it is our Weetbix Champion of the Week.
How did the girls do it? These ones, right? Come on.
What?
Like, you know what they do, that little their makeup, and then they
Oh,
show their I don't
wait,
know what it is. I don't
Makeup.
know that.
What do
I
you?
don't know.
Oh,
You know,
Reese Walsh.
Show me your nails? Nah.
Oh.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. So this right here, this is the best flavor.
Come on
This is
now.
what I'm talking about. Banana flavor. That's number 1 in terms of up and go. But our Weetbix Champion of the Week, I gotta just acknowledge Ride for Life. 4 ladies who
Crazy what they did.
rode their bike from Perth, Western Australia, all the way through to South Australia. New South Wales, ACT, because they wanted to raise, a lot of funds to prevent suicide. And so we just want to acknowledge them. Thank you for, just the effort. That's a big effort.
Wow.
Let's put our hands together.
Wow.
Anna Beeden and the ladies and the whole crew.
Yeah.
We appreciate your ministry and your heart to serve. And we just pray that God will bless you guys and the charity as well. Trying to serve on some of our people that are really going through some really tough times.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
did they ride 4 bikes?
Nah,
around-
one bike with 4 seats.
Tandem bike.
Yeah. Quantum? Nah, sorry, I don't know.
They rode from Perth.
Perth, man, Scarborough.
Yeah.
West Coast, Western Australia. Man, that's a long way.
I saw
Wow.
some of the videos that they put together where they stayed in tents
Really?
just along the way. Man, they went through it, eh?
And they're raising this money for suicide.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Suicide awareness.
So they're trying to hit the 500,000, half a milli.
Yep.
They only got 105,000. So if there's anyone out there that's
Yes.
really
Yeah,
passionate
100%.
Yeah.
about giving and donating towards suicide prevention and the wonderful work that they're doing, please follow them on Instagram. Ride for Life. Anna Beeden, y'all know Anna Beeden. We go way back in terms of online ministries. So yeah, really appreciate your guys' work there.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, that's love, man, and that's respect.
How long did it take for them to get from Perth all the way to Bondi? I think
Wow.
it was a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, they went to Bondi and they finished off at Avondale.
Wow.
College.
Crazy. So they didn't even finish at Bondi. They kept going.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, that's
Wow.
still a long drive from Bondi
Wow,
to
yeah, bro.
Coorambong. Hey, that's
Wow.
wow.
And actually, they're here in Canberra
Oh,
today at the
hey.
Parliament House. Presenting it and sharing there. So, that's the Australian spirit. All
That
about
is-
community. Always
yeah,
about adding value
definitely.
to others. So, they're awesome.
Nah, yeah, definitely Weetbix champion material. My Weetbix champion of the week is I met a cool, like I said, my visitations, and I went to church. I wasn't preaching, so it was nice to just sit down and just mingle around with my church members. And I got to talking to one of my youth, like young youth members. Not young youth. He's 9, but he was showing me his whip. He was like cracking his whip. Whoa, that's pretty cool. And
How did you do it?
but it was cool because this young kid, he's just I think he's such a go-getter. So he's got a Facebook page called BRP Whips, and he's making
That's mad.
and he makes like these whips like from scratch.
Wow.
No,
He makes it from scratch, and so I was like, man, this kid's like just on, like clicked on,
That's
and
mad.
so he makes these whips and he sells them. And all at the age of 9. And I'm just
Bro,
like, whoa, this
young
is crazy.
entrepreneurs.
Yeah, man. And I just got to give him a shout out, eh?
Wow.
So shout out Bailey.
Come on, man.
Because, man, at 9 years old, what was I
That's
doing?
Is this
crazy.
a young or Goulburn?
This is in Goulburn.
Ooh.
Yeah, Goulburn. And I was like, at 9, I was playing with Beyblades and, you know? And so I was like, shout out Bailey. That's my Weetbix champion of the week.
That's the real country kids, man. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
man.
That's the country folks,
Yeah,
man.
so
Yeah.
if you're looking for a good whip, check out BRP Whips on Facebook and order you one. Yeah, come on now. Yeah.
I love that, man. I love that. Like you guys have both shared something that people can go and follow,
Yeah.
follow their
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
100%.
it's awesome. And that leads to mine. My Weetbix champion of the week goes to one of the brothers, man. One of the Dokos. He is from the Sydney Tongan Church,
Yes, sir.
and he's just another Adventist brother that's doing online ministries similar to us. He has a podcast called the 44 Wins Podcast. And what I love about his stuff and what they share is that
The 44 or 4?
four.
Is it 4 wins?
4 wins.
Four
Yeah,
wins,
4
Oh,
wins
oh.
podcast.
Oh, sorry, because he's got a tattoo with the 40.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
Sorry. Yeah, 4 Wins Podcast. And he's brought on a few guests actually. And they've just been breaking down some mad stuff. So on business, life, his upbringing, and man, it's so good to see how raw people can be online. And man, he's doing a work. So
Webster?
Webster.
What a champion, man.
Shout out to 4 Wins
out,
Podcast, man. He is the man, except for that he's going for Tonga this week. Don't.
What do you mean? T-gang there.
Seti, bro, yeah. So your I don't know what your household. We'll break that down,
Yeah,
but
man,
your household is gonna be. I don't know about you, Jafi, but I know you're in a conflict. So we'll break that down, brothers. So lately we've kind of been talking on our chat just about community and how we can do community better. So we've been talking about relationships, marriages, the home. So now we're gonna kind of dive into community. So I'm just gonna open up the floor and we just discuss and we just yarn, yeah. So one question here is, how can we make our community a safe space for people to struggle? And this can be in your church, This can be in your families. This can be, in whatever community that you're in. How can we create that safe space for them?
To struggle.
Yeah.
In the struggle or to struggle?
Both, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'll kind of and we can just branch off.
Mm.
I feel like sometimes in like growing up or like in the church, sometimes we feel like as a young person, like when we're going through something or when we're struggling, we have to go outside the church to do that. And then obviously that'll lead down to roads that we don't want to struggle in. But because those other communities accept us more than we seem to within our church, would rather feel more space. I mean, feel more safe struggling in those other communities rather than our own churches. I don't know, like how that's personally, like I've always kind of seen that. And I'm like, man, if we could make our church space a safe place for our young people to come and feel safe enough to struggle here and struggle within our waters, then things could look different. I don't know. I feel like they always have to feel like they have to go out, and I don't know. You guys can give light on that, but like when it comes to community, like in them feeling safe to be here or to be struggling in our churches or in our own communities. I don't know. Like, is it a thing where they're just too scared to do that, or is it a thing where they don't feel safe enough to do that with our people? Or
I think you gotta, like, I'm just gonna go biblical again. If you cast your mind back to creation in Genesis, notice how God creates the world. Day 1, 2, 3, God creates space.
Yeah.
For example, God separates the light from darkness. Day 2 separates water, the sky and the water, and in day 3 He separates the land from the sky, or from the waters. And then on the next days, what God does is He fills the space.
Yeah.
So he puts stars and the moon, the sun. He the next day He fills the sea and the sky, and then the sixth day He fills the earth with animals and humans. So, going back to your question, it's important for us to literally create space or a room, and then what you do is you fill that room.
Yeah.
So, for example, tonight we had like a men's group. We created a space. What that space is, a time. So we created a time Wednesday at 5 o'clock to 6:30. This is our space.
Yeah.
And in that space, we're gonna come together as brothers, and we're gonna not only learn, like, journey together about God, but we're just gonna talk life. So creating spaces like setting a day, setting a time, and being purposeful about filling that time with, checking in on each other. And so in that time, one of the brothers was just sharing. Happened naturally, organically, as Des was there as well. We weren't really expecting it, but the brother was able to share because there was a space to do that. So you have to be intentional about setting time aside, and be really intentional. And in that, we were able to kind of see where he was at, and try our best to support him. So yeah, I think it's a biblical thing. You have to create. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, we want to serve people," but we're not creating like an opportunity. We're not setting time or a date. Like right now, we're filming this podcast. We're able to fill it now because we literally have, this. So yeah, I think you have to be intentional about setting time, a day, and filling that with, a purpose of ministering to people. So our focus was men's, and because we had that, just us, the brother was able to share what he was dealing with.
I really agree with that. I guess what I would add on to that is just like in that space having relatability, like and like modeling, because it's not so much that you create a bunch of different spaces and that you're like segregating and there's no unity. I would like think of it as an ecosystem where one complements the other, and if you were to take one out, then the whole like thing collapses down. And it's just like how Cedric was sharing that one of the brothers were able to relate, like to open up, is because a lot of young people or anyone in general wants community and wants people to understand. And if you don't feel understood, then you don't feel like you can share because no one can relate to what you're going through. And like how they have a men's group, men can open up to men because you guys kind of go through the same type of problems in life, you know.
We relate.
Yeah, like we relate, you know. So all of us like come from some point in our life, a point of struggle, and someone that hasn't gone through the same type of struggle or struggle at all couldn't kind of relate to us in that sense. They could understand, you know, like they can understand us. But I think that's an important prospect in or aspect of community and creating community is that you get people to fill that space that can relate to people or that relate to people that you're trying to target. So if you're creating a space for young people, have young people run it. If you're running, you know, a space for woodworking, like a men's shed, have a carpenter run it. Have someone that works in wood because they understand.
Yeah,
they can. And another part is they can lead. They can lead out in that space too. So you want leaders that are relatable. So if I was to, you know, create a life group about media and technology, I would have you. You know, I would have you lead it out because you understand what you understand what it is, what it's like to sit for
you know
hours
what that looks like
to edit. You know, I wouldn't know that struggle. You know, I wouldn't know what it's like to cut this piece or edit this piece or make it this long. You know, and I think as a church, we need to strive to create more spaces and have relatable people lead it out. Don't have the same one for your elders or your deacons lead out in a space that where they just kind of don't know.
Yeah.
Have young people lead young people because that trains them up for the future as well.
See, I love that. Then, like on the flip side, like for people who actually don't feel the courage to come to this, you know, because I feel like sometimes like those groups are mad. Because I've been part of men's ministry, that really helped my father. But then I do realize that like there are other men that don't like that. It's like kind of an event that they need to get dressed for, they need to get ready, and they need to go to. So it's just that extra effort. So like, you know, I'm always thinking of that kind of stuff, and like that's what like I don't know if you guys have ever struggled or seen someone else struggle in your guys' community. Yeah, for sure, you know. And you guys are pastors, so you guys will see it on the regular. But something that I always draw to or that I've learned in my life is that sometimes when we try to help people or help people in the struggle, we feel like we need to have all the answers to comfort them, or we need to have that, you know, that we have to be the savior in their story. I know like that, and I think that sometimes it could.
It's a big trap.
Yeah, it is sometimes a big trap because, bro, if the story of Job, man, I love it, bro, because when he was going through his struggle, his mates saw how much in pain he was from a distance, and they could feel it. And but they didn't. In the Bible, it actually says that they go there and they sit with Job in his house, and they were silent for days. You know, and I'm just like, it's.
You know, I really want to just hop off on that. Hop on that. Sorry. Our job is not to fix people.
Yeah. Come on, man.
That's not our purpose.
Yeah.
As humans, the best thing that we can do is just to listen.
Yeah. Be present.
Affirm them. Be present.
Yeah.
The ministry of presence. That's what Jesus did. And I think of the story of Lazarus.
Yes.
You know, he was Jesus. Jesus, even when he was on earth, he had close.
Yes.
He had a close circle.
Yes.
Lazarus, Mary, Martha, they were part of that really inner circle. So anyways, he dies, and 4 days later, Jesus is still chilling.
Bro!
And then he rocks up, right? He rocks up and they're like, oh, Jesus, where were you? You know, if you were here, he would still be alive. But it's crazy because Jesus doesn't actually bring him back straight away.
Yeah.
He just listens to them.
Yeah.
And you know, they're crying and then Jesus cries as well. He weeps.
Right.
So again, I think sometimes, like you hit it right on the head, people don't need us to fix them. People need us just to be there for them. Yeah.
And like, see, and that's what I gotta encourage, man. And this can be practical for people who aren't even Christians. And I think it's a thing that actually happens well outside of the church. You know, like other friends that outside of it. Yeah, just
Being a
being a
mate.
mate.
Yep.
Just showing up for your mate.
Yep.
And just being present, bro, like
Mhm.
through their struggle, and just mourn and grieve with them, you know. But it's a challenging thing to say, you know,
Yeah.
like to kind of gauge that or
Yeah.
by young people and building
Yeah.
that community, like,
Mm.
you know, but creating space, I think that's a great way, you know,
Mm.
to do that. And then obviously the follow up comes with that, you
Yeah.
know, and,
Mm.
you know, because people will go back to their own homes in their own four walls and they'll struggle there, you know. They can come to the men's group and feel all good, but then they go back into their
Yeah.
homes. And sometimes we can't fix that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But we can be there for them.
Yep.
And we can offer help and we can offer, you know, solutions and
I
ways
think,
to.
Jaff was shared with us earlier on. Some of the spaces you jumped into when you needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And that, bro.
I think it's like counseling.
Yes.
There you go.
Counseling,
Professional help.
yeah, and it's like professional help. Like when you need the answers to like how you're feeling. Because I think something like for like me personally, it was a lot of new emotions.
Yeah.
And it's not emotions that I kind of dealt with as a young man.
Yeah.
And so when I went to counsel, I was just getting into a relationship and
Yeah.
I was trying to navigate what are all these new feelings?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are all these? Why do I feel the way I do?
Yeah.
Why do I get angry at this point? Why do I feel attacked
Yeah.
at this point?
Mood swings.
And stuff like that. And it was just like it was I feel like counseling wasn't she didn't tell me oh that's because of this,
Yeah.
that's because of this. She was like, oh, it was equipping me to like guide me through that. And it was, you know, I think the thing I enjoyed the most about my counseling sessions is I got to unpack.
Yeah.
I got to unload onto someone who was just gonna listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah. And as
Mm.
a young person, like,
Mm.
because sometimes we're always conflicted, like, because the church or like, you know, sometimes we're kind of conditioned to think that we don't need therapy, we don't need counseling because we got Jesus.
Mm.
And like they're thinking in their head, because I've been at this point where I'm like, you know, I have Jesus,
Mm.
or like, but I'm still going for my mood swings. Why would I need a counselor?
Mm.
Like, how do we kind of,
Yeah.
do you guys have any?
It's because it's a soundboard, really.
Yeah.
It's a soundboard. It's like a different type of it's a different type of conversation that you have with God.
Yeah.
Because with God you surrender it and you gotta let go.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna understand it then and there. But with counseling, you get guidance on the there. Like you get someone coming back to you straight
Yeah.
away.
And I think that's the beauty of it, because like I think like God gives people these specific roles and these specific
Yeah.
gifts to be able to be in those areas to
Yeah.
minister.
Yeah.
So like I used to be scared of doing that because I'm like, but there's Christian counselors, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And there's pastoral counseling that happens. So I never knew that. I never knew I had access to that.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, you like
And I think you hit it on the head. I think as Christians, as followers of Jesus, we have a certain worldview.
yeah.
So
yes.
we have a certain lens that we view problems,
Mm.
things that happen. And so, you know, if you do go to a counselor or mentors, highly recommend having Christian counselors
Yeah.
who are objective, you know,
Yeah.
they're outside of your circle, they can see with fresh eyes, but also they can direct you in a way, and in your case, you know, providing strategies and things which are, you know, based on research, but also with the world, you know, the Christian worldview.
Yes.
And that's something that was really valuable. You guys boys like really hit it on the nail there. Is that going back to that like relatability?
Yeah.
She understands.
Yeah.
Like so when
Yeah.
I talk about my pastoral problems,
Yeah.
she gets it.
Yeah.
Because she's from
Christian.
that.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
from that Christian
Yeah.
background.
There you go.
It's important.
And
yeah.
it's important because then I feel even more heard.
Yeah.
So I don't only feel heard, I feel understood.
Yeah.
Which is important.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, I think it lends more credibility to the person listening when they can understand where you're coming from.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it's just like my counselor was Samoan as well.
Yeah.
So she was Christian, she was Samoan.
Yeah.
And it hit two major things for me is that I'm Christian
Yeah.
and I'm Samoan.
Yeah.
So she knew about the stigmas of Samoan culture.
Yeah.
She knew about how I grew up. She knew about how I was raised.
Yeah.
And she understood it because she was part of that process.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she's Christian also. So everything that I'm talking about, it's not only falling onto ears that I'm like, oh, okay. So how do you do this? It's like, oh, understandable. I get it. I understand. This is how I went through it. This is how I can offer you.
Yeah.
This is how I and it's so like
Yeah.
it's such a valuable resource.
Yeah.
To not only be heard but to be understood.
Yeah.
It's like it's a top. Like it's a really important thing.
Yeah. So there's because we spoke about like the services that have helped us in times of need.
Mhm.
That's an example of one that's helped you in times of need. I think like, yeah, there's so many that I could think of, but I think like one thing that I've actually noticed when it comes to like community is that sometimes in the Christian community we can fight ourselves. You know, like and I was actually surprised in how big it is. You know what I mean? Like and how severe some of the problems can be within our own church, like within our own Christian society, where like when it comes to community, we have to be that community that loves each other, like regardless. You know, when you have that worldview of like, or the lens that you just view everyone. You know, there's that verse that says, we do not view anyone now that we're in Christ. We do not view anyone from the lens of the world, but we now view things from the lens of the Spirit, from the views of the Spirit. So now we evaluate things how Jesus would evaluate things. And so, like when I was watching the story of the video of the girl who's sharing that, like her church members were messaging her father about what she's been, you know, doing on social media. It just discourages her because she thought that her Christian community had her back. Like how do we deal with that? You know, being pastors, how do we deal with someone that has kind of left the church because of the church?
Yeah, it's a tricky one, hey, like when it comes to social
Very.
media.
Yeah.
But I think Jesus is pretty clear. He tells us, hey, if you have any problem with anyone, the best thing to do is approach them directly.
Yeah.
You know, if me and Jafi, you know, have a disagreement,
Yeah.
rather than me calling Jahnneric, and then
Yeah.
that drags you into it's called triangulation.
Yeah.
So I'm dragging you into it now.
Yeah.
Jesus says, hey, if you have an issue with a brother, hey, go speak to them directly.
Yeah.
You guys need to sort out
Before
what-
bringing it to the
yeah.
altar.
You know, you don't need a. It's a one-on-one.
Yeah.
You know, so you need to deal with that directly. If you know they're not listening, if they're in the wrong and you're on the right and they're not listening, you know, in the church setting, you know, you bring the elders or someone else who's respectable. But again, like you know, in that instance, right? Was it the people that saw
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
called the dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. So see that
Yeah.
it's like causing it's making the issue a lot bigger than what it really
Yeah.
is. It's like, hey, if you really have an issue,
Have
man,
that
you
heavy
got to
of an
man up
opinion.
or
Yeah.
you know, be a Christian and ask them directly or
Yeah,
speak to them
definitely.
directly.
There was I think like a lot of people like think that they leave church because of like a lot of young people leave church because they stop believing in God. But I think it's really much a case of like they left because the church stopped believing in grace.
Mm.
And it's just like when was like the method to deal with like people attack first? Like when
Yeah.
did that ever become the method?
Yeah.
Like when was
Mm.
when has that ever worked? And I don't like if anyone can, you know, tell me where the method changed,
Yeah.
because the church is a place of grace.
Yeah.
Like and yeah, like Cedric says, like if you have a problem, like go straight to the person.
Mm.
But I think how I would love to view it is that like a change of culture first. Like you gotta like in what culture and in what standard are you setting then when the first point of contact is to attack?
Yeah.
Like what type of church culture is that?
Yeah.
What type of Christian culture is that?
Yeah.
That you see something wrong and you'll be like, well, that's wrong. She shouldn't be doing this. She's bad for this. That's a sin. Like that's just not the way of Christ. That's
Yeah.
not the way of Christianity. Is
Yeah.
we're grace first like type of belief.
Do you guys agree with?
I think yeah, I agree that I think we got to understand that everyone falls short of the glory of God.
Yeah.
We are like we're sinners.
Yeah.
Obviously Jesus is our identity. But at the same time, hey, we were once there before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like we got to keep in mind that yeah, sure, we're good with God now. Like I might be good.
Yeah.
My relationship with God is amazing. But just because you're doing good and you're looking down on other people,
Yeah.
like we have to keep in check that, hey, I was once lost as well.
Yeah.
So for me to pass judgment, like, hey, come on, someone gave us grace.
You know, bro, that's crazy because that reminds me of like a story that I always like draw to. Well, in Psalms 23, where it says, "In the valley, like do I walk through the valley of death?
Shadow of death,
Yeah, I'll fear no evil, for your rod and your staff and comfort me."
Comfort me, yeah.
And I always use this analogy where, like, when I was in my struggle, when I was in my absolute dirt, like in the valley, like darkness, you know, in that verse,
Yep.
what I started to notice that when I was in my dark, like in the valley, a lot of times you feel like you're by yourself.
Yeah.
But it was not until my church family actually came into my valley and they planted a camp around me.
Crazy,
You know,
man.
they camped around me, like they built their camps, and they made me feel comfortable in my valley. You know what I mean? And you're right because what really reminded me of that is when you're saying when people up in the mountain and they're looking at you down in the valley,
They're looking down.
and then looking down at you in the valley, and they're like, "Well, I'm up here, you're down here," and the thing is, they're looking at you from the top when you're at the bottom, but when they actually come into your valley, that's when they understand where you're at. You know what I mean?
And that's what we spoke about before. Jesus, he comes beside people.
Yeah, bro.
He was there with Mary and Martha, rather than trying to fix them, rather than
Yeah,
trying to condemn them. He's like, "Oh, what happened?"
Yeah.
And they were telling their story.
Yeah.
And Jesus, he was there. He was there.
Yeah.
He was in the valley with them.
And that's like Christ models it, eh? Like you go your like mountain and valley illustration, like the person on the top of the mountain can't hear the person in the valley.
Yeah, exactly,
And
man.
the person in the valley can't hear the top person.
Yeah.
So like that just goes, they can't understand each
yeah,
other
exactly.
until someone comes down.
Yeah.
Like someone meets halfway.
Yeah.
Like until you get closer
Yeah.
and understanding and
Yeah.
closer that distance,
Yeah.
then you can start to hear what they're saying.
100%.
You know,
bro.
like it's just a matter of like, don't like if you want to understand somebody, go to where they are.
Yeah.
Like you can't stay in where you are at and pass judgment because like you don't understand their context.
Yeah, real.
You don't understand what they've been through.
Yeah.
You don't understand like what they had to go
what's
through.
happening.
And unless you get up out of where you are,
Yeah.
and you're never gonna understand
Yeah.
in the whole context.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important. Is
Yeah.
that like draw closer to each other first,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like you said, like build a camp around
Yeah.
that person.
Yeah, and because like you know how we always preach like Jesus meets us halfway, but we actually struggle to meet people halfway. You know, we struggle to meet them halfway and where they're at, but we expect Jesus to meet us where we're at. How crazy is that?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely. Yeah.
But it's not until you actually meet the person and you actually see life through their lens, and I'm a victim of that. Like I'm a victim of like kind of seeing someone, you know, whatever, and then I'm like, oh, why did they make that decision?
Yeah, it's like humanness.
Yeah,
Because
bro.
We're human, of course.
Real.
So we're gonna naturally
Yeah.
judge them. Or like, but again, we have to remember as Christians, hey, this is you know, we were once there,
Yeah.
or we might be still there.
Yeah.
So it's easy to play that game,
Yeah.
but that's not what Christ has called us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And so just like for community and just building safe communities.
Yeah, I think to go back to the question is to build space for them.
Yeah.
To meet them where they're at.
Yeah.
And however that looks, I think I'd just like to like emphasize a kingdom culture.
Yeah.
Like emphasize that type of grace first.
Yeah. Love first, bro.
Yeah, love
first.
love,
man. That's so important.
grace first, and before anything else.
Before, 100%.
Try to understand them.
Yeah.
Try to like go down to where they're at before you give someone a call and tell someone about what you saw.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's how we build better community.
Yeah. But then that also like goes to show that, you know, or like our next question is like, how do we celebrate each other's wins or achievements in our communities enough? Or like, how do you, do we do that enough within our own communities? Do we celebrate other people or their achievements or just for them? Do we celebrate them enough in our communities? I don't think we do. Like, you know, we're always kind of taught as islanders, be humble. So then sometimes we feel like we need to humble other people. You know, we need to tell them, hey,
stay humble.
Stay humble. You know, but sometimes that could be a double-edged sword.
There's a time and place for everything.
Yeah.
there's a time to work.
Yeah.
There's a time to celebrate.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in work.
Yeah.
Even on holidays, school holidays, I was working with my dad.
Yeah.
So that's all we knew.
Yeah.
Only time we really celebrated if it was like Christmas or anything church related. But honestly, it wasn't until I met my wife and her family.
Wow.
Bro, work and then celebrate. And when they celebrate, they go hard.
Wow.
Like, they go on holidays as a family, interstate, overseas. We went to New Zealand,
Wow.
Tonga, Fiji, and for me, it's like, wow, this is new.
Yeah.
Like, all I knew was work.
Yeah.
If I'm not moving, doing something, you know, my old man will be like, hey, you gotta,
Yeah.
you know, don't. So I think even just learning, obviously there's a balance, right? Because nowadays society, it's like, you know, work a little bit, get quick success.
Yeah.
But there's a balance. You know, again, going back to Genesis, God worked for how many days?
Yeah.
And then the seventh day.
Yeah.
So there's a balance. We got to work,
Yeah.
but then we got to celebrate. And if we can do that for us,
Yeah.
we can do that for others.
Yeah.
You know, but if we all we do is work, we're just gonna be resentful. We're gonna look at other people. We're gonna be jealous.
Yeah.
Traveling here,
Yeah.
traveling there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, like, because sometimes people can like really hate on other people, man.
Right.
Like you get those
Yeah.
those people, like you can tell when like
They're just dirty.
yeah, and like it's a sad thing to see, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I feel like now I'm trying to practice in my life, like just supporting my friends, bro. Supporting if they're starting a business, if they're trying to make it out, especially when people are trying to make it out, you know, like whether it's social media or something, you know, people hold back on really supporting them at the first, you know, if they haven't reached the 1,000, if they haven't reached the million followers yet, so they're not going to support them. But when they do, that's when they feel like they need to come and support. When like, I think it's important that we should like support and celebrate just our people in general, regardless. You know what I mean? Like just celebrate them and uplift them because
I think another thing is I didn't know how to be celebrated. Like I didn't know how to take it.
Yeah.
Because it comes from a culture
So see, that's what I'm saying.
where you never get celebrated.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
when you do get celebrated, it's like,
weird.
oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah.
like I didn't grow up like
of
being
course.
affirmed. Like I seen like in the movies, like or like in TV shows, we were like, oh, good boy, you did the dishes. That's an expectation in my house, you know.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
So like I think going back to the Christ method, and back to like how to build better communities is you want to be heard, you want to be understood, but then you also want to be seen.
Yeah.
And that's the Christ method.
Yeah.
He'll understand. You know, he went through what we went through,
Mhm.
but he sees you where you're at.
Yeah.
And like that's how, because it's still weird to me today. Like when I get a present, it's like, whoa, this is like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to do. Like, do I hug you? Do I, you know, like, well, I just like, but a lot of people do it for a simple thank you, and different cultures thank in different ways.
Yeah.
But I think I can only speak from the culture I'm from, and that's Samoan culture. Yeah. And
well, then would you say that some things need to be unlearned in that space?
100%. Like we grew up so in a community where the community is more important than the person, where you celebrate the people you're around, like because you know you boys would know that you've had more like church gatherings, you've had more family gatherings than you've had birthdays.
Yeah, or like, but I'm talking about in like celebrating someone if they're like celebrating their not achievements, but like supporting when you know, I feel like we don't do that enough.
Yeah,
like,
no, 100%.
And so like you know, it's good that we celebrate as a community, but like you know, go back to the other question, like how do we support people when they're struggling? Like we should be supporting them when they're up as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We
100%.
should be giving them the same energy when they're struggling and when they're up. I feel like, but I feel like that doesn't happen at all. Like I really don't feel like that happens because that tall poppy syndrome, you know, in Australia, in our islander culture, you know, it's like crabs in a bucket.
Most places,
Crabs in a bucket. If someone's trying to get up, pull them down. Someone's going to pull them down. And I think I personally feel like that's probably one of the biggest problems that we have in our generation or just in our culture. I think it just needs to change, man. We need to absolutely support, because if you support them in that small thing, maybe they'll come to your church event. Or maybe they'll rock up to church, or like if you would tell them, because they've seen that you don't just care about their, you know, you actually care so much about their life. You know, so when you come to celebrating, and I know because we're not used to that, and I notice with my brothers, they're not used to like, you know, receiving like
Yeah.
love. Because I was telling them, like, bro, I've been commenting on your photos, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, oh, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? So you guys are right. Like, and if they don't know how to receive it, then that means they don't know how to give it as well.
Yeah.
And so like that
But
is
that's where it stems from. Like that's what I was trying. Like I lead to is that, it's to the extremities of our culture that the community always comes first.
Yeah.
But that disregards the singular. Like,
Yeah.
That disregards your achievements.
Yeah.
And when people see when you try to stray away from the island, just to use Moana, like no one leaves the island.
And when you do,
yeah,
they're like, why are you doing that?
why are you doing that? Like no one goes past the reef.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
but like it's just like it's like when you leave the island, no one supports you.
Yeah.
But then when you achieve like
on another island,
like on
they want
another
to come to
island,
your island.
they want to come to your island. You know, like I'm saying, like, and then it's also like, but your whole intention at the beginning was to build bridges.
Yeah.
You know, like and I love to see it these days, like where I see big creators go back to small communities.
Yeah. Always
And,
giving back.
Always giving back, but like it's important to uplift each other in the small and the big.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and it's
That
not a
is-
matter of like no one ever gets to this place and like God willing they don't get to a place of being a bit popular or a little bit wherever they're at and looks down at the people in the valley.
Cocky or
It's a matter of building bridges while you're going up the mountain.
Yeah, of course.
You got to build steps for your people behind you.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that Ray Moanga taught me.
Yeah.
Is that he got to a place in his career where he realized, I'm not only doing this for me, I'm doing this for those behind.
Yeah.
Which is so important.
Yeah.
Like because but if you don't know how to celebrate that person and cut them down, then you cut down a bridge for yourself to go up into the
100%.
next. Yeah.
I think it kind of stems to simple things like manners, right?
Yeah.
Before we ask for something, we say please.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When we receive something,
Yeah.
we say
Thank you.
thank you. And I think of the story of Jesus. There's 10 lepers, right?
Mm.
Walks into the town and they're like, "Oh, Jesus, heal us, heal us." He says, "All right, go to the temple." And as they go, they get healed.
Mhm.
Guess how many come back to say
One.
thank you?
One.
Only one.
Mm.
Wow.
And Jesus was like, "Hey, where's the other 9?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, yeah, you're doing good now."
Yeah.
But even Jesus is like, "Hey, you need to
Yeah.
be grateful."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's again similar to the celebrating thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, "Hey, man, good job."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's so simple.
Yeah.
But everyone needs the affirmation. Even Jesus. Jesus
100%.
was like, "Hey,
bro.
hey,
100%.
give credit where credit's
Yes.
due. Mhm.
Yep.
due. Don't forget."
How important is affirmation? And because it builds confidence within
builds
our people. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I feel like we will see a lot more successful people, more like happy people, because they have that confidence in them. Because we've instilled it in them.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that even Jesus,
Even Jesus.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, where's the other 9?"
be
Yeah.
the cool bro.
Yeah.
So
100%.
again,
And-
I think it's
Yeah, and in the Bible, there's actually so many verses where it's like a simple word can uplift someone for years.
Mm.
One simple word.
Mhm.
And like, I don't know if about you guys, but for me, when I'm down in my dumps and someone reminds me of who I am, like, bro, you're loved, bro. You know, you're a child of God, or like, bro, you're the man. Bro, that just lifts me up, bro, in
Mhm.
those times. So like, the words affirmation or like confidence building, it's so important to
Yeah,
build
yeah.
community, bro.
Mm.
Build strong communities. so-
Especially as men.
yeah, we don't.
Especially as men,
Yeah.
men don't know how to compliment other men.
Yeah.
Like and
Women
it's
do
just
it.
like-
Women do it well. They're like,
women are so good at it.
No,
Like
hey,
you go onto like
ladies in the comments,
Yes.
bro, they just like,
ladies in the comments,
bro.
like,
like fire.
and like
Yes.
yeah,
You ate.
yeah,
Like, wait, 7
bro,
plus
they're
1.
so
Hey.
affirming. You
Yes.
go onto any video, like the girls are just always like,
Yeah.
everyone's a girl's girl.
Yeah,
you
yes.
know? Yeah, you know, like everyone's a girl's girl, but men don't know how to do that.
Real.
We'll get one compliment, hold on to that for like 5 years. You know, like,
But
so
then
like,
if you,
you know?
and then when you compliment them again, you're like,
Yes.
hey, that's a bit, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, you know, and it's just like, yeah, we got to learn how, as like a society and as a culture,
to lift
to
each
like
other up.
to lift each other up. Like,
Come on, bro.
you know, like, don't hold on to that. Oh man, you're kind of cute from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, you know, just like uplift everyone. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
you know,
you look handsome.
Yeah.
Mm.
you know, this is a gold nugget that I heard off a podcast.
Yes.
Maxwell Leadership Podcast, by the way.
Mm.
And John Maxwell, he says, "Hey, affirm people while the sweat is still on the brow."
Mm.
Woo!
So yeah,
I catch that.
Mm-hmm.
you see what I'm
I
saying?
catch that.
When people are doing something good,
I catch
affirm
that.
them right there. Don't wait until the next week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy.
That's
Cedric.
Yeah,
That's that.
John C. Maxwell. That's John C. Maxwell.
That's a solid one.
But
eh?
like, can we talk about that?
Yeah,
Because that we always wait until the
Yeah.
achievements are done,
yeah.
and they were like, "Hey, good on you, bro." I know that guy. I know that guy. Hey, he's my cousin.
Yeah.
But when they're in the process, when they're working towards it, no, it's crickets,
Mm.
bro.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that again, simple principle,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Like it could be our parents doing something for
Mhm.
us. It could be our, like you said, your brothers doing
Yeah, yeah.
something, and sending that message like, "Hey, man," like.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think just our words are so powerful.
yeah, bro.
We
100%.
have to use our words. Communicate with our words,
Yeah.
whether it's affirming people or, encouraging people. So
Yeah.
I think it's again
Yeah, and
basics.
yeah, because like I remember telling you guys that like growing up, my dad, he was the biggest affirmer.
There you go.
The reason why I'm confident, and I lost that a bit after he passed, but like when I had my dad, like when he was alive, bro, that guy would hype me up like
Yeah.
crazy. He was like, my son's the man, like my
Yeah.
son's smart, my son's gonna be the
See
next
that.
champion of the world.
I see that.
My son's this, my son's that. That's how my dad was to me.
Yeah.
So like every day, bro, he did not miss.
Yeah.
That was his words, and the confidence that he made me feel like I could run it straight to Junior Paulo, straight out. If my dad was like, "Son, I reckon you got him," cause I'm pumping it straight to him and Payne Haas, bro. That's how much confidence my dad built in me,
Yeah.
man. And I feel like it's just like what
Yeah.
you guys were saying.
Bro, I can see that in you.
Yeah.
Like, no, seriously.
Mm.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
this guy's got it. Like, it's like, and I say that because it's great,
Mm.
and that's a testament to your dad.
Mm.
Yeah.
They use that phrase, speaking life
Yeah, bro.
over you,
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
and even now, it's like, man, praise God that he
Mm.
did,
yeah, yeah,
because if he didn't,
yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because the way you carry yourself
Nah,
with
praise the Lord.
with
Praise
like
God,
a
man.
confidence and like a charisma, like of someone that was loved,
Nah,
and
praise
everyone
God,
can see
man.
it. Like
Yeah.
it's such a blessing.
Yeah,
It's
nah,
such a blessing that you can pass on to others as well.
Yeah.
And it's a testament to how your dad raised you.
praise
Bro,
God,
it
man.
was-
Yeah, he's very big on that, man. Like
Mm.
making sure
Mission.
anyone that he came into contact with,
Mhm.
he would smile at them, and like he would make sure that they knew that they look good.
Mm.
You know what? Can I say something? Bro,
Yeah.
this guy actually does that really well.
What's that?
This guy celebrates people.
Yeah, he does.
You know,
He does, he
I
does.
say that. I realize that if I put stories up, this guy's always
Mm.
commenting
Mm.
and like affirming.
Yeah.
Like and I think young people, anyone actually, I think it's something so simple
Mm.
as even if you
Yeah.
just
Because once you feel that in yourself, you just want to share it.
exactly
You just want to put that confidence into
Yeah.
someone else. Like you want to build them up and be like, bro, this how I want you to feel the same confidence because you're loved, bro. Like
Yeah.
you're amazing. You're a gift from God, and that's how like my dad lived his life, and he wanted everyone to know like
that's mad.
they're amazing. They could do
Yeah.
anything. But my dad was a scaffolder, bro.
Mm.
My dad
Champion.
was a scaffolder, burning his hands every single day, but he would never miss giving someone a compliment.
That's why he's a good supporter.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, the scaffolders, bro. You gotta make
Yeah,
steady,
boy,
steady on the
right.
scaffs,
Yeah.
bro.
Steady there.
That's the
So
one.
shout out to the scaffolders out there
Yeah,
because
right.
apparently my dad would tell me the scaff boys, because a lot of them go through mental health issues on site. All they do is uplift each other, man. The language that they use is like, man, they love
That's
each other,
mad.
and they had a big
Mm.
community as scaffies. You know what I mean? They had each other's backs, you know.
Mm.
And so like, yeah, community, man, it's a big thing. But lads, I just want to take this time to say you guys are amazing, bro.
Nah.
Praise the Lord.
Affirming the
Praise
brothers, man, like always.
You want to know one thing that I've like? This is weird, but like, one of the most places that I've heard "I love you,"
Yeah.
prison,
God.
prison.
Really?
because like
Was Triggs there?
for like for like if you work in the units, like the inmates will tell each other, "I love you, bro."
Nah, that's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Bro, like you go to
Whoa.
like for
That's a
any
lesson.
of the usos or any person that's been to prison,
Yeah.
they can absolutely confirm this. Is that you go to prison, they're not scared to say the word "I love you."
Wow.
Yeah, bro. Like love you, us. See you next time. Like it's such a like for us, like for me that
On the
was
outside,
weird.
yeah.
Like on the inside, like, and it's like for and that's why they have such a they have their gangs, and regardless of whatever or wherever they're from or
Divisions.
whoever they represent or whatever, like the fruit is like they're there and they're like, I love you. Like, I love you, bro. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Something like that. And yeah, prison is a testament to like, for those that understand each other and are at the bottom, is that they're like there to support each other. And they get each other through.
And
they
they're
get
in
each
their
other
valley.
through. They're in their valley, you know? And yeah, for any of those
I did
inmates
not know that.
that listen, yeah.
Wow.
Prison, one of the places I heard I love you the most.
Wow. That, So yeah, lads, man, like that's the power, bro. I think we've kind of unpacked so many good things, man. Like these guys, like how you guys feeling?
Oh,
guys
that
are-
was a good yarn.
Yeah, good yarn.
Yeah, good solid yarn.
Yeah, hey. But before we end, man, when I lead, like my worship teams know this. Like whenever I lead a group, or like we don't finish the night without affirmation. So we can't finish the night. We got to affirm someone.
Yeah.
Like affirm someone in the room and just tell them like something. So maybe I want to do that with us.
Yeah.
Let's actually go around the room and just like I don't know, maybe pick out something that they've actually admired about someone that they've never kind of I'll start.
Yep.
I think Des, bro, he actually brings a presence about him that he's just like he's a safe person. I feel that. I don't know. I reckon other people could feel that about Des. That they could feel that he's a safe person. And I think that's mad. You need people like that in your life. Like for me, my best mate Eddie, he's a safe person. I can tell that Des is the same one. I reckon if I sit with Des, I can tell him all my secrets.
Mate, I can confirm this, mate. I can confirm this, mate.
And I've actually noticed, because I love to people to like, I noticed that I reckon you have a lot of people that like you. Like he's a very well-liked person. And I noticed this because I've talked to some people down in Avondale, and the first person they said, hey, you know Des? And I thought they were going to say Cedric or say Jafi. The first person they said was Des.
Nah.
And then it went to Cedric. And then I was like, bro, no. He goes, yeah, I was with, I met Des and he was part of our group in Albury. Like, and this is another group of like people. And they said this about
You
Des,
never
bro.
heard about Big Des before?
No, bro.
Come on now.
This
Come
is
on
the
now. You don't know
People's
this,
champion
this
of
is
the
a
Wales
people's
Wales
champion right
conference,
here,
mate.
mate.
But
Come
see,
on now.
And I've known nothing about Des.
Mate.
But like, the word of mouth when people tell
Come
me,
on, mate.
I'm
This
like,
is Big
bro, I can
Des.
pick that out.
Yeah.
Des is a safe person. You know,
Bro,
I
the
can-
amount of kids that love Des, the amount of kids that, bro, kids love Des.
Yep.
That Uso's great with kids, and he's handsome-ish.
And he's tau.
We're celebrating.
Nah, Des is really good with people. Like he has a charisma about him that
Yeah,
he's
I can
smiley
just tell,
Des.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And bro, you're the man, Des, bro.
You stole my one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid. Shame.
Oh, we're all Des,
Yeah.
bro. Des.
Let's just affirm
You're
Des,
Des, bro.
Des,
You're
yeah.
the man.
in the
bro.
circle, the circle boys.
You know what? Then I'll take Jahnneric. The way Jahnneric carries himself with
Nah,
confidence, bro. This guy, you're right.
Yeah.
Great hype man.
This
Yeah,
guy,
great
bro.
hype man. This guy could be part of that African group that they pay. You know that we love you, we love you.
Shut up, shut up.
Shut up,
Happy birthday, mum.
This guy could run his own.
What kind of flavor?
Bro, this guy could be part of that group, bro. Because the way he affirms people and the way you like comment.
Yeah.
And like,
See what I'm saying?
So like he taught me and like he was like sat me and said, "Oh, well, bro, this is what we do. Like we comment on each other. Wow, you look handsome. Love hearts and everything." I'm like, "Oh, that's weird, but all right, you know." So I think Jahnneric taught me how to show up for people.
Yeah.
Like showing up is important because that's how you feel seen.
Yep.
That you gotta affirm people while the sweat is still on their
Hey,
brow.
well,
You know what I'm
let's-
saying?
we're learning
Come
today.
on, mate.
We're
Come on.
learning.
Yeah.
We're learning. This is 2 million.
Yeah,
This is one.
hey. Come on. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
That's
so,
I would shout out to Jahnneric.
Nah, man. God bless you,
Mm.
yeah, man. So what a privilege, eh?
Yeah, man.
What a privilege.
bro.
Straight up.
We're not ending the night
Mm.
without me affirming both of you, man.
Nah.
Nah, Cedric, bro. One thing I know about Cedric, bro, is
Mm.
that he like, I don't know. You have good charisma, bro. Like you're a natural speaker. I think a lot of the times that we go viral is when I'm editing. You just speak gems, bro.
Mm.
Like you're very wise. That's the word, bro. Very wise, man.
Mm.
And I was actually thinking this when I was in the car. I was like, man, Cedric is actually a really good guy. Eh? No, like I was driving here, like you got my cousin SJ. That's like a whole, but you're like sensible. You know that you're gonna make the right. You're gonna make the safe decision. You know, like say if we're like, so should we go and do that? Should we go? You're gonna be the one in the group that's gonna be like, nah, and you're gonna walk away. I could tell.
Hey,
Is that true?
True.
Is that true?
The amount of times I've called Cedric for life advice,
Yeah.
right? Because the amount of experience and like the wisdom that he has on him,
Yeah.
you need some good life advice. Hit up Cedric.
Yeah.
Because he's just,
man.
because I think the way he's emphasized God, like the way you've emphasized God in your life, and like in your like young adulthood as well, is like something that When did you get into theology ministry? Like when you were like 21, 22?
Maybe 19.
19, there you go.
Wow.
So I feel like it's admirable. Like you see a lot of people that are like, they like prioritize something different in life. I feel like how I've seen Seti throughout the years is that like you've just placed such an emphasis and priority on God. And it's just something I've never seen in any other people. And it's special, bro. Like the strength of character that you have.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The strength of character you have to stay steadfast on like, nah, I'm a Jesus guy.
Yeah, and stand-up business.
Like I'm a Jesus guy.
Mr. Stand-up business, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, because like Cedric, you've never drunk.
No.
No, never drunk. You've never done that. And like in a society and like the group that you hung out with, you just gotta have you just gotta be on smoke like that.
And can I just add to that? You know, people would think like before someone can speak in life into me, they need to be in my position. See, even though said he's not kind of been in, he hasn't been in the clubs or he hasn't drank.
Yeah.
I will still listen to his advice.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? There's some people that I was like, bro, you didn't even know what. But said I'll listen to his advice.
Come on now.
So, lad,
Appreciate the love, brothers.
and one
That's
more
the one.
Jafi, bro.
Oh.
You know what I've
Hey.
noticed about Jafi? He's a man of service.
Bro.
He's someone that will do something for you without asking. That's
What's it called? The love language? What's the love language called?
acts of service. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I
that's
can
Jaff.
definitely tell that's Jaff.
That's how this
True?
guy expresses his love.
Like I always notice it. Like I love noticing things about people, and that's what I noticed about this guy.
Yeah.
It's like he wouldn't even ask me. He'd be like, I could.
Bro,
I could do
every
this. You
time.
get me?
Every time.
Yeah.
Jaff, like honestly, like well, we're family actually.
Yeah.
And we've spent time, we've lived together and stuff. And man, this guy, man, if there's one person I've seen that doesn't complain, like when his parents ask him to do something or family,
Wow,
this
he's
guy
that-
is that guy, man.
Wow.
Like he will do, like he will just do it like humbly and top quality. Will always give his best to others, and that's a rare trait also.
Yeah.
Shop boys, shop
100%.
with love boys.
Like, bro, if that's me, I'm complaining, but Jaff,
Yeah,
man,
he doesn't.
He just does it with love, does it with excellence, and he genuinely like cares. Like,
Yeah.
genuine,
100%.
real,
Shop boys,
Yeah.
shop
all the
boys.
way.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, I think that's mad. I
Mm.
think right there is breaking barriers, and it's on our podcast. You know what I mean? I think it's such a strong thing for us to build each other up, and we're setting the example here. So, lads, man, thanks for the chat.
Shop
Thanks
boys.
for joining. I think this is a powerful thing, man. It's only going to bring us together because, man, if we're going to do this ministry together, we need to love each other just as hard. You know what I mean? And so, like, brothers, man, love yous, man. And I'm so glad to be on the potty with you, lads. And God willing, we continue to make ways for the kingdom.
Yeah.
But lads, Des, any final words, brother?
No.
Sweet. Right, we're good with that.
I just want to say for Cedric, bro, like you've changed since chaplaincy.
Wow.
You accepted that challenge with 2 churches, and it's really admiring that you just took it head on. And you no backpedal, just
That's the
straight
one.
on, bro. So
Yeah.
proud of you.
That's the one.
And then Jaffs, you've grown a lot. I have to say about you, Jaffs. You know, I've known you for a couple of years now.
Ooh,
So,
too long now.
it was good to see you, like growing spiritually and mature as well. And Jahnneric, bro, you bring the energy, bro.
Nah, man.
I'm glad you bring the energy because we always need that one person,
Yeah.
bro.
Nah,
And you're
man.
that guy.
Nah.
Trendsetter.
Shot, bro.
Trendsetter.
Yeah.
That's us, man. Hey, brothers, thank yous.
Seki.
I'll just say a quick word of prayer and then we'll end it off. Just a quick one. Dear Jesus, thank you for the podcast. Thank you for my brothers that are here. I thank you so much that you've just been leading the way since day one, and that we continue to follow and trust in you, Lord Father. Thank you for all that you've done for us. Thank you for the brothers. In your name, pray, Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody.
See you
Love.
episode 4.